If you're selling, don't make this mistake. Come back and I'll share with you what it is. Hey Halifax, I'm Brenda K, and this is the sweet Miss Frankie who's here with me every day. I want to talk about the biggest factor that I see that affects when you're selling your house. And it is emotion. It's emotion. You know, and like people say to me, I'm not emotional, it's just your house. Yes, everybody is emotional, but there are ways to keep things in check. So here are 5 things that I see when emotions are involved. This is what could go astray with your listing. So first of all, let's talk about what the value is. The value is the fixtures, the finishes, the upgrades, the age, the amenities. It's math. It's just math. And then we tie the emotions into it. Okay? So number one of the biggest ones I see is, and it based on emotional, like love. You've done things in your home, whether it's a media room or a pool or a big games room above the garage, a wet bar, but you've done it for your family and you've enjoyed it for years for your family. Are you gonna get a little bit more because you have these? Absolutely. But you're not gonna get all your money back. And that's what sometimes I'll go into houses and they'll say, well, it cost me like $20,000 to do that. Well, you're not gonna get that $20,000 back. You're gonna get some back. And you've got some great memories with your family enjoying these. Number 2. So number 2 is kind of emotion. I'm just so in love, and everybody's going to love what I have in my house. And it's about staging. Buyers are not going to enjoy your distinct taste. For instance, you know, you could have, look at me, I have a red wall. Who wants a red wall? I have it because, of course, KW, red. An entire wall of family pictures from 1922 to 2022. A big piece of antique or something that Auntie May gave you, and you think it's just this gorgeous antique in your house. Buyers, they want to come in and see the house as it would look if they're living in it. They want to picture themselves in it, right? So like I said, the emotion of loving the fixtures, some of the finishes, some of the things you've done in your house so much that you don't want to change them. Okay, number 3, and this is based on the emotion towards your friends and family, is listening to friends and family. There are so many people out there. Like, the thing is, you can look on sites and you can see what a house sold for, or say, well, this one sold for this much square foot and this one sold for, but you have to know, you can look at the data, but if you don't know how to analyze the data mathematically, which friends and family, if they're not a realtor, they don't, and they're giving advice. And here's the thing, they don't even think about it, because they start giving you advice and you listen and you believe it. And then the math comes in and the agent is letting you down. So, kind of think before you give advice out. And neighbors, okay. When neighbors give you advice, do they want it to be high? Absolutely, they want it to be high. It's gonna help their home value. So, number 3, listening to friends. Number 4, emotion of friends or family when it comes to hiring an agent. And your niece just got her license and you're so excited you want to share some business with your niece, which I think is wonderful. But here's the thing, this is the biggest investment of your life. You want to interview agents, and you want to specifically interview agents that do, the majority of their work is listings. Now, your niece, oh my God, yes, we all love to help our family and friends and nieces and nephews, but co-list, get her to co-list with an agent that can do the best job for selling your house, right? So that's one way to get past that emotion. Okay, number 5, and my final one, being on the same page emotionally with your spouse. So if you've got one spouse that is just black and white money, and you've got the other spouse that's very emotional, and so, oh my God, Johnny's little wall, oh, I marked him every year when he grew up there, and the memories and the Christmas, and we did this at Christmas, so this house has this much room, so we should get more for this. You need to be on the same page. Once you make that decision you're gonna sell, the big thing is the house you're living in, it's no longer your home. Well, it is, you're still there, but it's not like mentally, you need to check out. It's a house on the market, and buyers want to come in. They want to picture themselves in there. So is selling emotional? Oh my God, I get it. I've been there, selling our house. Definitely my husband was very emotionally charged. I think we were both on the same page emotionally, but I would see in some things where I could see his emotion coming out. Actually, one of them was listening to a friend on price when his wife's a realtor, but so we won't even talk to you about that conversation that went on. But so the biggest mistake is, like I said, making decisions based on emotions, based on those 5 factors that we talked about. And what happens is when, like the 2 main reasons, the incorrect pricing and the staging, those are 2 things that are really going to affect you. And if you have the same finishes, fixtures, updates, and things as the same house as the other ones in your price point, great. The buyers are going to see you because this is where they're going to be looking. You're not going to be floating up here. But here's the thing. If houses in your price range have a higher quality finish, fixtures, upgrades, or size, they're actually going to help sell your house. I know that's not really good, is it? Not at all. So thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. I hope you find value in my content. And if you enjoy, please hit subscribe and you'll get a new video every Thursday. I'm Brenda K with the Halifax Halifax Home Selling Group. And this is the Sweet Miss Frankie. We'll see you next week. Cheers.